This video is going to be a companion to a blog I wrote yesterday, and you can click the link in the description box to read that article. And in this video, it's going to be a part of my Message to the Black Man series. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about why black men need to pay themselves first. And what do I mean by pay yourself first? I mean, a black man needs to really look out for his money, because the problem that I see with a lot of black men is because a lot of black men are raised in houses by single mothers is that they learn not to put themselves first or put their needs first. They're taught from birth how to please and appease women. And they take their money and they spend it towards pleasing and appeasing women instead of focusing on their needs. They're always taught to put their needs last. And that's not a good thing for a black man to do, because in our society, run by feminism, your African American woman can get a job faster than you can, and she can be employed longer than you can. So you need to start looking out for your money from day one, and you need to pay yourself first. And paying yourself first means saving your money, a good chunk of it, and also saving your money towards things that will allow you to accomplish the goals that you want to achieve in life. When it comes down to your money, it can work for you, or it can be, just something that you just used for consumption. It can be used for consumption, or it can be used for production. And the sad part is, many black men, we don't use our money for production. Instead, we use it towards the consumption of goods to get social currency. And social currency has next to no value to anyone except the people around us. And that value does not generate any wealth. Being cool doesn't generate wealth. It's only something for a moment, and it's only something that people have with other people. They don't have any, long-term financial, wealth with social currency. And that's something that black men, we put a lot of our money into by buying these Air Jordan sneakers, or buying, the Mercedes Benz, or we go out and buy the big screen TV. And that stuff, yeah, it's nice, but it does not build any value. And when a man puts himself first and puts his needs first, he's focusing on things that will allow him to build his economic house, long term. And yes, part of that is paying yourself first. And when you pay yourself first, you are investing in your own future. And that's something that black men need to do more often. We need to start investing in our future. Now, when I was in my 20s back in the day, I used to follow this to the letter. I mean, I was working a supermarket job, and it only paid, what is it, about 100 and some dollars a week. And I would set up a budget where I would pay for my bus fare and things like bus fare and snacks. But then I would take, a good chunk of that money and I would put it away, in a savings. And I've been doing that, ever since that job back in my 20s. And then even when I had the AmeriCorps position and I wasn't really making that much money, I would still do that. I would pay myself first so that I have money just in case, there was a period of unemployment or something I wanted to do. And then when I got a job, in civil service about 7 years ago, before I lost it, I was doing the exact same thing. I was paying myself first, and I would, every time I would get a paycheck, I would put a good chunk of the money away, and I would, have that aside, one fund for just in case I lost a job, and then another fund just in case I wanted to accomplish something. And then I had like 3 or 4 manuscripts sitting in a box, and I set out a goal to publish all those manuscripts, and I used the money from that fund to do that. And that's what happens. That's what you can do when you pay yourself first. You just take your money, and you save it up, and you use it towards doing the things that you want to accomplish in life. Like, say you want to get a certification, or say you want to get, some sort of course, or you want to, start building on a hobby of some type. You take that money that you paid yourself first with, and you use that for that, and you keep your backup fund, for your, just in case you get laid off. You keep your other savings for that period, but you have separate money that you pay yourself first with. And the whole thing is that guys have to start focusing on taking care of their needs and taking care of themselves, instead of thinking about trying to please these women out here. Because what money guys don't understand is that these women are going to be taken care of irregardless of anyone. I mean, whether it be by the government, by their own jobs, because they have their own jobs, or some other guy out there, this woman's needs is going to be taken care of. Who's taking care of your needs? And this is something that most men aren't paying attention to, is that we're not taking care of our needs. So if we can't take care of ourselves, how can we get involved with other people? And when we come down to women, because we grew up, a lot of us grew up in single mother households, we think that, oh, it's our job to take care of the woman and, make sure that she's happy. And that's not our job. Our job is to take care of us and take care of our needs as men. And make sure that we're 100%. Because if we're not 100%, then who's going to take care of us? Because your average black man, he has it harder out here. It's harder for him to get a job. It's harder for him to keep a job, and it's harder for him, to hold on to money. So why are we focusing on pleasing the woman, and taking care of her when she's already taken care of? I mean, if you look at it, there's an inequality when it comes down to dollars, when it comes down to black men and black women. Your average black man, has it harder out here when it comes to money. I mean, your average black woman, yes, she'll have her, her degrees and her, big time job. But in addition to that big time job, she's got other sources of income, coming in. She has a boyfriend who, in many cases, is helping to pay for some things, and she also has, a couple of simps on the pay simps, handing her money or gifts and stuff like that. And she has multiple streams of income, and you, Mr. Black Man, you don't have those streams of income unless you put yourself first and start investing in yourself. Now, your black female, she can go out here without even trying and get revenue streams from simps and other people, you know, and she also has her high profile job, but you have only you to pay for you, and you have only you to care for you. And this is why you have to pay yourself first. You have to put your money first. And, you have to focus on the goals you want to pursue, because the only person who's going to take care of you, black man, is you. So you have to pay yourself first. You have to look out for your needs, and you have to look out for your needs above all else. I mean, and looking out for all your needs is not being selfish. I mean, putting money away for your long-term benefit, that's not selfish. That's, what anyone would do, because anybody who cares about themselves and values themselves is going to put themselves first, and they're going to look out for their needs, above anyone else's. They're not going to put their needs last. They're going to put themselves first, and they're going to make their needs a priority. They're going to set goals for themselves and make those goals a priority. And that's something that many black men, they haven't been raised to do, because they've been raised to think, you have to look out for somebody else. You have to look out, but those people they're not looking out for you. If they're looking out for you, it's a different thing, but, if they're not looking out for you, you have to look out for yourself, and you have to take care of your needs. You have to take care of you, and you have to put money away for what you want to do in life, and you have to, work towards what you want to do in life. And this is something that, black men, they don't learn early on, and it slows them down. We have to start putting ourselves first, and we have to start paying ourselves first. When you get that money out of your paycheck, don't give it, you know, to these sneaker companies or these TV companies, or to buy social currency. Invest that money in yourself. Invest it in the goals you want to pursue, and invest it, towards your long-term future, because every dollar that you pay yourself, pays you back in the long term, and it helps you move forward and grow as a person. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.